What's up with it? What's up with it? Let's get it. Let's go. Clash of thoughts with your girl forever, the realest.
And your boy C3o motherfucking Beats.
That's right. What's up, CEO? What it do?
Shit. Same shit, different toilet.
Mm.
Same
It's
shit,
raining.
different turd.
Good. Dang, have you ever made yourself a drink and you was just so shocked at how good it tasted after you took that first sip?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Well, it's been many of moons, and I see new things is arising and popping. What's up with that cup, though? That cup
Oh,
is
this
looking mighty interesting.
it's that Clash of Thoughts cup.
Oh, that's what's up. The Clash of Thoughts cup is on deck. Look at that. All right, now the dopeness is real. What else is around it?
Um, Clash of Thoughts. It got both of our names on it. Um, it got Forever TV, Flytrap TV.
That's what's
It
up.
got the time Thursday nights at 9. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
it.
just representing.
Shit.
And then too, I had to put that Mayhem Monday.
Mayhem Monday, stuck
That
at a
stuck out a
green.
green light. You feel me?
Hey, that's what's up. All right
That's on
now.
everything.
Hey, that's what's up. Let's get it.
We just representing.
Go. You know what I'm saying? Representing. Teamwork is dream work. I mean, I'm loving it. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Batman is up in cyberspace. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Wash hands. Please elaborate. I don't know if I smoke too much or CO, do you know what that means?
What the
Wash
hell that mean? What that mean? What?
Interesting.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, we just don't understand that terminology. Is what she was saying.
Well, you know what?
Basically,
Hey, put it in the comments. Whoever else have a perspective of what that might mean. But you know what? Yeah, like I said, it's definitely has been a long time. Like your girl has been like definitely maneuvering in the field and doing music and medias and events. So I threw my first event. Okay, BET weekend. Wow, what an epic time for your girl. Shout out to me. You feel me? Stuck at a green light, all the hard work, all the dedication, and all the wonderful people around me that I was blessed to meet to make things happen as well. Shout out to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, CO, man, sometimes I just wish you was just down the street.
yeah,
That shit was popping.
yeah. Sorry, I had to miss this one, but should be many more.
And yeah, I did it for my first time. It was like a breeze. It was a couple of little things, a little, people and situations, but for the most part, I mean, epic, epic. And then I was actually at the BET Awards, so give it up. You know what I'm saying? 2022, what it do? So new things is arising. A lot of things have transpired. So I'm happy we able to get it in tonight. You know what I mean? Get it on in. We're gonna talk about it like a very deep topic. And I just want to do a quick disclaimer for the people. CO, do you mind doing the disclaimer or
Yeah, well, this subject is touchy. It could be a trigger for some people. You know what I'm saying? So we just it's clash of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We're not voting for anything. We're not trying to convince anybody to pick a side or choose a side or to go out there and vote for whatever. We're just giving our opinion on the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to sway anyone's mind or ideology on the situation.
Mhm.
It's just how we feel about it. So that's the disclaimer. Don't take what we say, as something negative or even positive. You know what I'm saying? It's just a conversation.
Yes, enjoying the conversation. Leave it in the comments. So the topic of the night, we're definitely talking about, my body, my choice, my body, my rights, this Roe versus Wade situation of these laws that are being changed, abortion laws, and not only abortion laws, but like same sex marriages and a lot of things that was once considered private, personal choices, choices that us as free Americans, you know, thought we had. Or what do you think about it?
I don't think the government should be telling nobody what to do, period, regardless of what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know like in New York, they got like a cap on this certain size of soft drinks you can get, at restaurants. Like you can't get the extra large cups. Like even little shit like that. I don't think nobody should be able to tell anybody what they can have, what they can't have, what they can do, and what they should do. So
Mhm.
that's my look on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as personally, my body, my right, right? Or my body, my choice. Now, a woman can't make a baby without a man. So the fact that a woman can go and get an abortion without the father's consent
Mhm, mhm.
um is an issue.
Okay,
Um,
okay. Well, let's break it down a little bit at a time because I definitely want to start there. Unfortunately, in the society that we live in, and Maury, people don't really know who their baby daddy is sometimes. But for those of you people who do be knowing who your baby daddy is, and who is very very careful about the choices that they make when it comes down to getting pregnant. um I think that you right there. Like it's a man and a woman's decision. However, um, it really lays on the woman because we are the ones who carry the child. We are the ones who have to nurture the child. Like it's all the time and many times men are just easily sometimes able to just still do them. There's no real changes. Or I mean, you have kids. Have you ever experienced some real changes? Like when you got someone pregnant, not now as your children are grown and present. I'm talking about the actual, conception.
no, not well. All of my kids was playing. Like
Hmm.
all of my kids was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you
Um,
didn't really feel no real
but
difference.
see, but I do know what it's like to like probably you probably be messing around with the neighborhood hood rat, right?
Hmm.
And and get her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be messing with one of the ugly girls from the hood on the low, and get her pregnant. It's been times where it's like I've been in situations where I was like, now, damn, I should have used the condom. You know what I'm saying? If this bitch pregnant,
Hmm.
what the fuck I'm gonna do? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I don't want to be that nigga like, oh, CO got such and such pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, like, no, not if such and such is a hood rat and stuff like that. If she got a reputation with sleeping with everybody in the neighborhood, I don't want to be the one to get her pregnant.
Okay, so then we have to look at the men who do the same. Okay, the men who feel like, I just want this wet off real quick, in this moment. When it comes down to having a baby, and the woman knows that because, you got vibes, okay, and you have intuition and you have actual reality, you know what I'm saying, of things not working out because of being used or because you wanted to have fun for the night or because of whatever. But at the end of the day, my goodness, my cat, y'all. At the end of the day, the woman still has to be the one to carry it, birth it on top of, at insult to injury, carry it, birth it, nurture it. Like, honestly, as a mother, I know that our lives change completely. So sometimes, yes, I do think that the man opinion is irrelevant sometimes when it comes down to having a baby. But of course, it depends. I mean, having a baby, well, yeah, that too. But having an abortion, in a real creative,
Well,
nice world, I think it could be talked to with the other person. But like everything we just discussed in that situation, I don't think the man opinion is necessary. I think
All
us
right, well
women sometimes.
let me
Wait a
put
minute, hold on. I just think us women sometimes should be able to make a choice that's for us wholeheartedly and completely in this matter. Okay,
all right.
that's just what I gotta say
With
about it.
that being said,
You know,
you know
but I
personally,
know it is.
I'm a single father.
Okay.
All right, so my son is almost 12 years old. He'll be 12 in September. He's been with me since he was 3 months. So I raised him as a single father for the past 12 years without his mother. So yeah, and you know it's crazy because she did when she found out she was pregnant, she started eating healthy and taking
Hmm.
care of herself and shit. But then when the baby came and I broke up with her, she like, nigga, take him with you. So and not in every case do the woman is the woman stuck with a baby because it's a lot of fathers out here that are stuck with babies. And I wanted my child. I wanted my child, but just imagine how many fathers don't want to be fathers
Hmm.
and they forced to be fathers because see, the woman can say,
That's
I
a
have
huge.
I have A, B, and C going on in my life, and me having a baby right now wouldn't be the best thing. But if the man came to the woman and said the same thing, I'm not trying to be a father right now. So can you, can you get an abortion? Because I really got, it's looked at differently. It's looked at as, like
Mhm.
people look down on that shit. Like, girl, what you mean? He told you to get an abortion, but it's okay for the woman to come to the man and say, I'm going to get an abortion or already have gotten an abortion. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's a lot of men out here who didn't even want the baby
Hmm.
and had to end up taking care of the goddamn baby, right? Because the mother got to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do. So not in every case is the woman stuck with the baby or the responsibility of the baby. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah, but 100% of the time, a woman have to give birth. Like you just
Mhm.
said, she had to change her eating habits.
Yeah,
It's a complete life change when giving birth to a child for especially someone who don't give a damn about you. It's like, I mean, like at the end of the day, who wants to have a child in that type of dynamic? I mean, look around you. How many children are
who
just
got pregnant? Who got pregnant in this dynamic? See, that's the thing. See,
women?
look, we shouldn't
Both
even
people are
see.
involved in this situation, right?
Yes,
Both.
yes.
Okay. So
But one person is making that
it's up
decision
to the
though.
woman. Like you just first of all, we just gotta just understand that the woman is the only door to the spiritual world and life. Like we just have that power to be able to say. Now, if a woman want to keep the baby, she has that power to say because it's her body, her rights. Now, the dude, on the other hand, should have took into accountability, right? I mean, took into accountability, took some accountability, and face the fact that sex, you have sex, the sperm travels to the egg, and you get
Mhm.
pregnant. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, regardless if you was ready to be a father or not, you still took the act
No,
accordingly.
we took the act because it takes two. So we took the act. Now, if a man don't want to use a
Okay, so
condom,
see,
if
okay,
if a
okay.
man don't want to use a condom, there's still female contraceptives. Even if a woman don't
Mhm.
want to be on birth control, there are female condoms and different things. You know what I'm saying? I don't promote this, but they even got shit like the day after pill. You know what I'm saying? So there are different things for the woman to be able to cover herself so she don't get pregnant. See, you not shooting no motherfucking seed up in me. You not
Mhm.
shooting no seed up in me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting no baby up in me. I'm putting the baby up in you. So you should be the one who's like, if that right, far as whether the baby should be here or not, is ultimately the woman's decision. She should be extra cautious on who the fuck she get pregnant by. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? So if she's not being cautious on who
Fact.
she get pregnant by, and this is another thing too, because see, all of this, my body, my choice. See, that don't apply in this situation because once again, when a woman get pregnant, um, Sophia doctor just told her the other day, well, not too long ago, he was just telling like basically your body's a 1 bedroom apartment. Like your stomach. Your stomach is a 1 bedroom apartment that your child is growing inside of. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this small 1 bedroom, and that's what I say too. Like when a female take a seed from a man, your body now becomes inhabited not by you, but by a baby. Now, when you abort that baby, you're not doing shit to your body. So all that my body, my choice, nigga, you're not killing yourself. You're killing this fucking baby. Okay? So you killing the baby, that's not you. That's not you. A man lay down and have sex with you and put a seed inside of you. So these women saying that, you know, I should be able to do this because it's my body. Now, I don't care what the fuck you do to your body, but you're not, you're trying to kill my baby. Okay, so like I said, a woman should be more cautious on who she lay down with and have unprotected sex with, because see, the man don't, we're not out here asking for equal rights like women are. We're not asking for the right to be able to say women should not be able to get an abortion without the father signature. We're not fighting for shit like that, right? But women make it seem like on one hand y'all in such a fucked up predicament, but on the other hand y'all are the ones with all this fucking power. Now,
Okay.
this is this is the thing that killed me. You have a lot of black women marching every time a goddamn black man die in the streets by a white cop or whatever. All these white women, I mean, all these black women are marching, talking about stop killing our black men, but then yet these black women are lining up to kill their black babies. Like, it doesn't make any sense. These babies that you killing would never become our black men if y'all don't give them an opportunity to. So you got grown ass women out here advocating for grown ass men, but who the fuck is advocating for these goddamn babies though? That's what I'm saying. Who's advocating for these babies to even have a chance? And this is the last thing I want to say. People shouldn't even have an opinion, not an opinion, but nobody alive should disagree with what I'm saying, because the simple fact that if your mother aborted you, you wouldn't even be here to have a fucking opinion. If your mother aborted you, you wouldn't even be here to have a say-so, to have an opinion, to have a vote, to have a voice. So the fact that you are here breathing, that means somebody actually gave you a fucking chance. You know what I'm saying? So how can somebody who's sitting here who's alive say the woman should have a right to kill her baby? All right, so if you feel that way, let's just say you switch places with one of these babies that just got, like, a person that's alive wouldn't want to switch places with one of these aborted babies. So, like, how are you speaking on that when it's like you don't want to be that aborted baby, though? Who wants to be that aborted baby?
Okay, so the whole my body, my rights thing is basically because, of course, the woman's body is giving birth to this baby. So she has the choice to
To
want to
kill the
go
baby.
through that or not. Now, you're saying kill the baby, and a lot of people believe that, you know, if there's no heartbeat, like the baby is not alive. I do believe that there is instant life. I think it's life within me and life within you
Mhm.
as we speak. It's just the, you know, spiritual tie, the spiritual connection that is created, and it creates a life which is now living already. So I definitely agree there. I'm just, you know, I'm actually the outside person looking at both, and it's going to be some things I agree with, some things I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? My opinion is everything, only just an opinion.
Yeah.
And for the most part, you know, the woman have to go through these things to give birth to this baby. So, you know, she feels like it's my body and I have to take care of it, and the bills and the person, you know. And then you want to talk about, you know, the choices that we make as women, how we should have, you know, these birth control and contraceptives and things of that nature, when there's so many different situations and circumstances that arise in this topic. Like, you have times when those things do not work. It's always a 98 to 99% chance that you could still get pregnant. Then you have the drunken night sex or the drunken sex, you know, to where you're just not thinking logically. You're making a mistake because you're full of this fleshly need and temptation of, you know, satisfaction when you are under the influence. So you're not making rational decisions then. Then you have the individuals who are being molested. at home by their dads, their cousins, their brothers, their uncles. Like, you have those type of situations. Then you have the situations when, rape. You know what I'm saying? When person you don't know. I mean, you got people who've been beat up and actually taken advantage of. So when it come down to those situations, I mean, when it come down to like a my way or the highway kind of response. Let's try to go around that and say, well, then that's just your destiny, because I don't believe in that. I believe we have the choice, it's free will. And everybody has a choice in this. And if it's ordained to happen, it will happen. Because there have been plenty of times where women will go get it, try to get an abortion and change their mind. Or it's been a time when um maybe the baby is too big or whatever the circumstances is, or somebody talked the woman out of it, whatever, is always that possibility of it just being ordained, maybe, because if it's meant to be, it'll be. So I say that to say my body, my rights do make a lot of sense in this fight with women, because our bodies is the one that have to go through this in order to give birth to this child. But you do got dope facts. But what do you say in those circumstances when someone is raped, or basically all the things that I listed, of molestation, of drinking, or maybe even a mental disability that people have? What about in those circumstances?
Um,
Do you
well,
believe
me,
that the
well,
baby
you
is, I
know,
mean, and I love it because you're right, and I'm not knocking that whatsoever.
oh yeah,
Um,
like I said, like I said, if right now they had a vote, I wouldn't vote against it. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't vote against abortions because, like I said, nobody should be told what the fuck they should do. Period. No matter if it's their body, if
period.
it's what they putting in their body, regardless. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
just the arguments that get put on the table. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm arguing against. Um, Even when it comes to the rapes and stuff of that nature, if people do the math and you look at the statistics, we're literally looking at 1% of the women who get abortions. So why are we focusing on one? No, I think it's like 3%. It's like 3% of the women who get abortions. Why are we focusing on 3% of the women who get abortions instead of the overall pictures? Because the average female who's getting an abortion, for one, is black, killing these black fucking babies. And for two,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, because that is completely false. No,
well, what
no,
communities
it's
are they in?
actually Caucasians. It's actually 60%, which is more beyond, even if African American, whatever, I mean, black people, whatever you want to call the top title, um is still more of a percentage than any other race. And actually, let's really dive into the juice, but I want you to continue to make your point. But at the same time, is actually Caucasians are the most majority of women who are getting abortions. Facts.
All right, well, where can we find these facts at? Where can we find these statistics to prove these facts? Because, see, from when you follow these abortion clinics, all right, it all ties in to eugenics,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. If I'm saying the shit right, but see, they want to get rid of the weak, and they only want to breed the strong motherfucker. So what they did was they start putting these clinics in our neighborhoods. And see, like I said, we can't go back on what we are. We can't go back on the past. All right. So if we feel like the white man hated us and felt like we was not human and stuff, don't you think, like, don't you know those were the first communities that they put these abortion clinics in to convince? Don't you know that these motherfuckers convince women to get abortions after they second and third child now? Don't you know that our grandparents and shit used to have 12, 15, 19 kids and shit? Now, after your fucking second, third child, they're convincing women to tie their tubes and shit like that. Trust me, they're have two or three, and people who've had more than two or three kids to tell you that this is what they do. They convincing women to tie their tubes and not have children. But see, we talk about population control too, right? So this is a part of population control. So they
Mm-hmm.
put these
A
clinics and
very,
shit into our communities.
a
And see,
very
you
big
got to
one.
understand that A white woman will have a baby. A white woman will have a baby by a black man, and she
Mhm.
would raise that black baby in her white community, and she would be called all type of names and spit on and all that type of shit, right, for
Mhm.
bringing a black baby into this family and this community. But a black woman, she wouldn't dare face that ridicule. She'd rather go to the clinic and kill that baby other than face that ridicule.
Okay, but
And
see,
it's
when
not even, and
we have.
it's not now. Look at just real quick. Look, now, let me say this:
Mhm.
me and my first son, mom, we actually agreed to have an abortion before we had our first son. Like I said, this isn't personal to anybody who making whatever decisions they feel they need to make in their lives. I'm not telling people what decisions that they need to make. I'm just putting the truth out there.
But
You know what
where
I'm
are you
saying? That
getting those
we are
statistics
convinced to
from?
kill our
But where
babies.
are these statistics coming from? Of a white woman having a baby by a black man wouldn't do this and that, and black women don't want to
What
be
you mean?
ridiculed. Like
What you
where
mean?
are
It's
these
everywhere. It's in movies.
statistics at?
It's
Is it
everywhere.
for actors and actresses and
Yeah,
storytellers? It's
but we're
nowhere
not in
near
white
the
communities
reality of
though.
the situation to
We're
even
not in white
say
communities.
that
We're not
type
in
of
white communities. We're not
statement.
in white communities to be able to see it, but we're not going to act like it does not happen. Like if there's even like folk tales from of slavery days about the slave wife sneaking off with the slave low key type. Like, I mean, come on now. Like
Mhm.
we can't
Do you
act
know how
like
many
that. There's
black
not
women are
people
having
being shunned
biracial
for.
babies? Like, I mean, like ridiculously. We're coming out of a generation of, like our aunts and our uncles and our grandmothers and stuff. We're coming out of a generation that has trying to, teach us, about, segregation and, oh no, oh, you dating a white dude, oh, you dating a black man, oh, but love is love in people's eyes today. A lot of things have changed and shifted. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so this is where I get this from. So in doing my research on the topic, I had to understand what is really going on and how, like, what is this? Some type of, like, what do the government have, like some type of time clock when they want to just start, you know, just shooting motherfucking laws out and taking laws away and rights. It all started off with COVID. And no, actually, in my time, and I'm sure a lot of other people know, it started off with the riots. It started off with, West Coast versus East Coast with, Biggie Smalls and, Tupac, the control. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of like strategies to throw out these changing laws that's taking your rights. You have the 9/11 that made surveillance just wonderful. When it was once upon a time, like you would be sued if you had me on camera without my permission. It's just a lot of things that take place in order to cause change when it comes down to our rights. Now you have this mysterious disease or virus that is, creeping through the world and killing millions and millions of people. And now you couldn't go here, you couldn't go there. You had to wear a mask. You can't go in no place of business without one. I mean, wow, how easy it is to have control over the masses. I mean, you even got rappers, okay, that can go like this and have millions of people going like this. And you see it on TikTok. That's the best way to snap. Did you see how Lil Wayne snap? He did like this, like that, and then everybody going like this, like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? How easy it is for people to be manipulated. So it's just a part of the agenda, a plan that is being talked about amongst the people that we don't know that has this type of power. I don't know how they got it, but they have it to sit around and actually discuss our future and what's best for us as a people. And it started, I mean, this is really about to get more deeper. I mean, our rights were already taken away with the mask and not being able to enjoy certain festivities and not being able to work, okay, without getting a freaking shot, like a drug. So, I mean, this shit is deep. And as we proceed now, we want to talk about who could love who can have abortions or not, who can do now is getting so personal that it's about to be like real crazy in a little bit. Now let's talk about it. We want to talk about controlling the population. It's 60% out of everybody of Caucasian women who have abortions. Okay. So what's happening is if we as a white powerful race keep destroying our children, we're going to have to think of a way to fix this. Not only that, they want to ban biracial relationships. Did you hear about that? They're trying to ban all this shit. Why? Because there is a lack in the dominant, well, not dominant, but the more, I guess, superior race, which is now becoming a minority when it was once considered a majority. Now it's becoming a minority. How can we stop this without making it about race?
Well, look, it don't matter what the race is. We're all being controlled by 1% of the world's population. 1%. And they all different colors. They integrated. They all
Right,
different colors.
whoever is up
All
there
right.
making
So
the decisions for
yeah,
us.
so it's not about race. That's what I tell people all the time. It's a class thing. It's a zip code
Okay, and
thing.
who is the
All
most
right.
superior supposed to be class? Is the Caucasian people,
Not
right?
at
The
all.
people
Not
of
at all.
white,
Because look,
or is it
listen,
just the
Thug
people of
Mitch, listen.
money? Is
Thug
it
Mitch,
about
listen,
money?
listen, listen. When you look up the richest people in the world, it's not just Americans. You got people in the Middle East. You got motherfuckers in Africa. You got people all over the world that are billionaires. Okay, so what I'm telling you is it's not just America. All right. When you go to Africa, you know how many fucking Africans, like every country government is fucking over their people regardless. You go to
Yeah, we
Asia,
talking about America.
the Asians are in power in Asia. All right.
Yeah,
We
I
said
mean, look,
the
in
world's
China, they can't even have more than two kids, but we are here in America. This is
all
what's
right,
going
but we're talking
on. These
about
are rights
look.
that we have that they're trying to take away.
See, look, check this out, man. There are no look.
They're
We don't
trying to
look.
take away.
We don't look.
Like,
My
let's
household, we don't
understand
believe in none
this.
of that
Let's
shit.
really
We don't
start
believe
that
in none of
up.
that shit. When
Sure.
COVID hit and they was telling people you can't come in here without a mask, I just won't come in here and spend my money then.
That
Nigga,
part.
you know how much a nigga started ordering from Amazon and ordering from this place and that. Like, bitch, I got Grubhub, I got Postmates. Like, I don't have to go anywhere. Like, so
But you got
after,
outgasted one day
but you already know
when
I
you
don't
had to put
party.
on that mask.
I don't travel. I don't party. I don't club. I don't fucking go to their movies. I don't do none of that shit already. So when they closed the shit and was telling people, oh, you can't the sports. I don't fucking watch sports. I don't give a fuck. I don't go to the strip club. So I don't give a fuck. I don't go to the casinos. I don't go to clubs, period. Look, all the places that I like to go to was still open. The lake, the mountains, the river. Nigga,
Well,
we
you
still was
still had to
having a
wear a
ball.
mask. It was signs all over the beach, all type of shit.
But
That
that's
you
what I'm
had to
saying.
get
Fuck
out
the
there.
beach. We wouldn't
Like
have been going to
what?
a beach.
It
We would
was
have
a
found the
time
beach.
you had to wear a mask, and you
Look,
did, and you did. You know what I mean? Just face
look.
it.
Certain places, yes, I had to wear a mask to go inside. But what I'm saying is I didn't give a fuck about all of this shit. All of these things that control people is only controlled if that's some shit that you interested in or that's some shit that you do. If you don't give a fuck about the government, what they got planned for the masses, I'm not part of the masses. And what separate me is the way I fucking think. Because when they say jump, while I'm watching everybody else fucking jump, I'm not jumping. When they say duck, oh, the boogeyman is coming, nigga, I'm still standing. So I don't give a fuck what they say. They can come out right now and say, we ban this. Check this out. I've been carrying guns my whole life. Never had a license. I've been doing all type of shit the laws told me I couldn't do since a child. Ain't no way now that I'm going to start obeying the fucking law. If they tell me that I cannot be with my goddamn Hispanic girlfriend, I'ma still be with her. What the fuck y'all gonna do? If we gotta go and live somewhere where motherfuckers ain't tripping, we'll do that. I don't give a fuck, but y'all not finna control me by telling me I can't be like y'all can have
But
all of this.
how fucked up is that? Because people really got to do the research. I always empower people to do the research. But when they was talking about actually banning
I haven't heard of that. I
racial
haven't heard that.
relationships and
I
same
haven't.
sex, I was just like, my mind was really blown. I'm like, wait a minute, because when you don't use most percentage of your brain, like a lot of us do,
But what?
um,
But what we think happened? What we think happened during the days when
at the
black
end of the
men
day,
were getting hung? What we
What?
think what we think was going on during the Emmett Till days. There were laws in place against
I'm
interracial
saying, and that's
relationships.
what I'm.
There
But
have been
no,
laws in
that's not
place.
cool though. Like that's so. Oh, that's deep. Like no,
I can pull up the law right now.
this is crazy.
I can
No, I
literally
know you
go
can. I
and
know
pull up
you
the
can.
actual law that year, or I can pull up the actual law right now of
Right.
when the fuck they enforced goddamn laws against interracial relationships, because people have always been in interracial relationships. So they said, you know what, we got to put a stop to this shit. So they created laws
Okay, but it's
to go
obvious
against this shit.
why. Like, there's not going to be no full fledged Caucasian people. Okay, what was once the superior race in America. Now we're talking about America only, because this is just America bullshit. You know what I'm saying? With this whole massa, slave, white man, oh, the white man this and the white man that. Like, this is, we invoke all of this stuff with the words that we speak throughout our ancestry and throughout history. And even now, giving these people so much power, you know what I mean? And so they're seeing the power is being stripped away. It's being stripped away in same sex marriages. It's being stripped away in
Hey, we the
biracial
look,
relationships.
we
It's
the
being
only ones
stripped
that's
away,
we're the
right?
only ones that's saying that, Thug Miss, because you
Because
got to
they're the most
understand.
motherfuckers getting the shit done. So
Look,
at the end of the
people from all
day,
around the
that is where
world,
this abortion shit has come. All this
they
shit is
come to
coming from
America.
that.
People from all around the world come to America, no matter if
Okay,
they
but that ain't
black,
white.
white,
That ain't the white
dark
people.
skin, light
They got
skin.
their grandbabies and shit, fucking the black people and shit. Like they fucking out there. Like motherfucker, we gotta do something.
So
This
why we
don't
not
make
holding
no sense. We gotta
So
make
why we not
some
holding our
laws that's gonna
Jay-Z's,
stop
our
this shit.
LeBrons? Why we not holding all of our billionaire black people that we celebrate so much, and all these successful black people? Why are we not holding them accountable? And why are we blaming a bunch of people who are making sure that their people is being put in position, but we're not? Like, if we want to blame somebody, we should be blaming the motherfuckers who are not pulling us out the fucking barrel, right? Because we can't turn around and say that um the white man is holding us down, but yet we have dreams of succeeding in this white man world. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we really feel like the white man is taking our rights away when they doing all of this, why are we convincing our kids to go to their schools? Why are we
Look,
convincing our kids to be successful in any of their industries? Why are we not telling our kids the truth? Look, no matter how hard you work, it's going to be a white person who don't have to work as hard as you. So you got to make sure you work extra hard and da 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 da. Why are we not telling our kids the truth? No matter how hard you work, you might not get it because America is racist. We don't do that. We encourage our kids. When our kids don't do good in their school systems, we punish them. We yell at them and punish them when they don't do good in the white man school system. But we want to turn around and claim that the white man is and the white, but we're not holding our own black billionaires accountable. We're not holding our black
I mean,
construction
damn,
companies accountable.
do they
Why these
even
black construction companies are not in these ghettos fixing up motherfuckers' houses and all that type of, like, we're not holding the people who can make a change. We're not holding them accountable.
Okay, but
We
let's
want to
really
talk
dive
about
into
the
the
white
juice. So
man.
we have all these secret societies. We have this whole Illuminati shit. We got, oh, if you speak, you shall disappear. Or
They're
you know
not
what I'm
secret
saying?
society if we
I
know
mean,
their
how
name
they
and we know
they
what they
probably
doing.
doing some shit that they can't even do that shit. Like,
But they're not a
they want to
secret.
keep people down. Like, this is so deep.
You
How
can't be a
the
secret society.
fuck
If everybody knows your name and they know what you're doing, that's not a secret society. If we all know their fucking
no,
name
no, no.
and
I'm
people are saying,
taking
oh,
it.
they're doing this and they got this and they doing that, it's like, okay, if we know what the fuck they're doing and we know their name and who the fuck they are, that's not a secret society. So when we speak on the secret
Okay, but you
society,
think you know the shit, the CIA and the FBI, all these
no, these are the puppets. They
motherfuckers.
are the puppets. See, we are the audience. We're not the puppets. We're the fucking audience that's being tricked. Okay? The fucking puppet masters, we never see the puppet masters that's pulling the strings. So all your government politicians and all that, they are the puppets. The celebrities are the puppets. Duh, they put on the show for us. They come to our cities and politics. The sports players come to our cities and put on games. Okay, they're putting on a show for us. We are not the puppets being controlled by them. They're the puppets being controlled by the real secret system. We
That's
don't
what I'm
know them
saying.
because it's
That's
a
all I'm
fucking
saying.
secret. It's a
That's all I'm
secret. We don't
saying.
know who run the world.
that part. And I there we go. There we
We're
go.
the
We don't
audience.
know. We don't know, but there
W-
is something that's running this motherfucker. It's
Yeah,
something,
we're the
someone, some
audience though. We're
people,
not the puppets. We're the
the
audience,
seven
man. That's why we say
wise
these
men,
celebrities are
whatever you want to
puppets.
call it. Um, Definitely, we all dance to a certain tune that we were born into in this America, in America, like you know what I'm saying. And we all. It is what it is. You know what? I found out that you could play background music on this bitch now. Do you know StreamYard? And this is just a change of StreamYard. You can play background music. CO, it's on.
That's
I
hard.
haven't tested it out tonight because I was already kind of late. But yeah, it's on. So that's just FYI. Okay. But here is the real thing. Whoever is controlling this government know that a lot of our survival is based off of what they give or what they have. And then we're going to go, we could definitely go into the food shortage and the high price food and high price gas. We could go into that, or that can be a whole nother episode. Okay, but this is getting ridiculous, people. And this is what just really gets under my skin about us as the people of America. How much focus we put on each other, and we don't even challenge this shit. We don't even challenge the government. We just do
Already.
these little protests, waving signs, which is air to them. Okay, have you ever wave one of them church fans? That's one
Hmm.
of those signs. It just doesn't. What does it do? You know, um, why haven't there been no real challenging of the government when it come down to the people?
See, because we
When the
gotta
people
look it.
outnumber
Look,
them.
man, look.
I ain't gonna
No,
start
no, we
nothing,
don't.
y'all. Don't be trying
Look,
to come
look,
at
look,
me
look.
because
We don't outnumber them because of we don't outnumber them because they got goons. They got the police departments. They got these prisons. They got a military. So they don't have to do nothing to us. They got goons to do that. All right. But see, this is the thing.
facts,
It's a
which is
look.
goons that go in your hood, gangbangers, and be
It's a
civilians
mindset.
that no ops.
This shit
Okay,
is a
and
mindset, bro.
starting gangbang wars. I just had to put that out there.
Look,
God put it in my spirit.
see, rich people, people with money, all races, because we know Asians are smart as fuck. Asians got hella top, like man, you we can see that people other races got money based on the cars that these young people be driving and shit. You know what I'm
Hell,
saying? But so it's not just
hell yeah.
all white people, but the thing is, people
Facts. But when it
pe-
comes down to Americans,
people with money they think different
I'm gonna start
from
addressing
people without money.
when it
Now,
comes down
when
to
broke people get money, bro, they wanna when broke people get money, even if it's 100,000.
Mhm.
If they move out of the hood, they still want to come to the hood, hang out in the hood, all of this shit.
Spiritual thing
So
is the
so
vibes.
yeah, it's a mindset, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Imagine a white person who
Okay.
grew up in a trailer park, piss broke, and he grew up to become a millionaire, and this nigga going back to his trailer park, hanging out, talking about, yeah, man, we used to beat each other up back here, and we used to do this over here. Like white people do not do, they don't go back to the
Oh
fucking
my
clubs.
goodness. And here
We
you go with what white
glorify,
people do not
we
do. Ask
we
Eminem.
glorify
Ask
the worst
Eminem. Eminem
of the
is a
worst.
white dude that went back to his trailer place of
Not to
growing
hang
up.
out, not to hang out. That nigga
I'm
didn't go over
sure
there to
he's
hang out.
hanging out.
Nah, he ain't go to his trailer to hang out.
Eminem, if you watching, put it in the comments, okay? Eminem.
Nah, Eminem ain't go to his trailer park to hang out. Like
All
you
right.
talking about a millionaire going to a place where it's broke people. Like you can't even do that, and people that rich can't even do that. Like black people can't even do that. They get robbed. Like I
They gotta
mean,
look the part. A lot
you
of them
can't do
do
that.
look
This
the
is where
part of a
extortion
broke
and
person
checking
to
in and
feel
shit coming in. At,
comfortable
you
to
know what I'm
get you
saying?
cheap. I know the rich
So,
people game. They come to the hood.
but what I'm
They
saying is,
all average, like the hood people, and they be coming trying to get discounts and shit too. I know.
but it's
So
about
the rich people still mingle. They may not hang out like Nipsey was doing, and but look what happens to these people though. I mean, damn, CO.
hey, I mean, like I said,
Because you would think that's a cool thing to do to not forget where you come from. But damn, when you come back to where you come from, shit.
Once again, we taking 0.1% of situations. You know how many niggas open up shops in their own community? Let's not make it seem like it's niggas right now all around the United States that got fucking shops in their own community. So we're not gonna use Nipsey Hussle situation like that's
No, this is
normal. That
actually
shit is
one
not
example because
normal. It's plenty
I
of people in their community right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's not that's not normal. We're not gonna take the smallest denomination and put a spotlight on that because that's just not the reality of things. You know what I'm saying? The reality of things is, like I said, it's a mindset. It's
Mhm.
a mindset. Even look at all the gang members that's in the NBA. Look at these dudes that be throwing up gang signs and shit in the NBA, the NFL, all of this shit. These niggas throw up gang signs and shit. I'm sitting there like I'm looking at these niggas. I know these niggas from LA. And I know what gang signs they throwing up. It's like, damn, you niggas is millionaires. Look at what's going on with these rappers and shit. These niggas getting locked up, and niggas with money is always getting locked up for still being in the streets. White people don't do shit like that. Other races of people don't do shit like that. We do shit like we glorify the wrong shit, and then we wonder why our people is being held down because now you
It's
got this
really
little kid
um,
motherfucking he's mesmerized, and so now he's motivated to be the first person from this project to drive a fucking a Maybach through here. Now that he done seen you drive a fucking $100,000 car through, now he like, oh, this nigga did it. And that, like I said, that don't lead to books, studying, education. That leads to in the streets, robbing shit, selling
right.
drugs, killing people. All right, to make money to invest into the business because that's what these rappers and shit is teaching. So that's what I'm saying. We don't hold our rappers accountable for the shit that they telling our us. Period. Kids, adults, or whatever. We not really holding the black so-called leaders accountable. We want to blame everything on these white motherfuckers, and it's like, bro, like white motherfuckers ain't they don't give a fuck about us. They do
No,
not
they
give a
don't.
fuck
They give a
about
fuck
us.
about them. And that's why
You know
this
what I'm saying?
whole Roe versus Wade, this
No,
whole banning of abortions and all this crap is coming from is simply that because they don't give a fuck about us. So don't try to portray like you do. When you really
Doug,
give
it's
a
black and white. Look, it's not. Look, it's not black and white. It's a class
fuck.
thing, Doug Mitch. Look, check this out. These black CEOs of companies and shit like that,
Look,
right?
I don't want
Do
broke
you think
motherfuckers
any
to keep having
if your
broke
boss
babies. Okay. If it's a
look
class thing, I don't want broke motherfuckers to keep having broke babies. Okay. Because those are the ones who are having the abortions, period, when it comes down to the people who have money and the people who don't.
exactly because the abortion clinics are in the poorest neighborhoods, which are
Okay, so
black
I
communities.
definitely, I mean, I got a clash with that. I don't believe it's just it's a money thing, like a wealth or status at all. No, it's definitely what I said twice in this situation.
Do you know that Planned Parenthood have contracts with food flavoring companies? The abortion
I
clinic,
mean, I
Planned
wouldn't be
Parenthood.
surprised. Look at
Do you know
Johnson
that
and
they have
Johnson.
contracts with food flavoring companies?
Hey, Johnson and Johnson. Then they make wipes, and now they have vaccines. Or are they different companies?
I'm just saying
Or
though,
is it just
they have contracts with.
put it in the
So
comments?
hey, like I said, they
Hmm.
who knows what they do. We know for a fact they're not throwing these bodies and fetuses away. We know that for a fact. They're not
No,
just
they're
throwing them
not
in some
throwing these
dumpster.
bodies and fetuses
Yeah,
away. Like this
yeah.
is life. Okay. They're not telling us everything. Like I definitely don't believe that as well. But when it comes down to the people who are actually performing these abortions, I always look at the janitor, and no offense to nobody dying, but I do this. I look at the pool cleaner, the janitor, the zookeeper, and I always think like, damn, there's always a job for everybody. Even the autopsy people, hey, put it in the comments if you know what it is. It's like, damn, how there's a job for everybody. But I really think about the people who really perform these abortions though. Like every day, like what I want to hear from them. Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Where they at on this whole matter? Are they just sitting there like, shit, am I gonna have a job tomorrow or not? Like, come on. Come with the juice.
All right, hold on. Look, real quick sidebar. Look, live on the air. You said you don't believe that black people have more abortions than any other race, and then
No, I
you
don't.
said that you don't believe that they have a contract with these food flavor companies. Now look,
I do believe that. That's why I said Johnson
okay,
and Johnson. No,
okay,
that part, yeah.
no, Johnson and Johnson, that shit ain't nothing. Like, just imagine
No,
when you
I'm talking about
look,
how Johnson and Johnson. I made a joke. How Johnson and
yeah,
Johnson had wipes, and now they got a vaccine. So
yeah,
I know that is definitely the Planned Parenthood could be partnered with. I do definitely believe that. But let's
yeah.
keep
When you
going with
see
the juice. Let's
when
go.
now when you see food products that says all natural flavors,
Okay.
that's do you know where vanilla extract come from? You know where vanilla come from? It come from
What do you mean?
the secretions of the beaver's ass. That's where vanilla come from.
So
They
is the
take the
secretion
beaver and
of
they
beaver's ash a ass a bean?
no no.
What could they do with?
Listen, vanilla extract. Okay, that little shit that's in the bottle that we use and put in our pies and all that type of shit. The little
Right, right.
vanilla
I got it. I got it.
that comes from. So when they telling you that it's all natural flavors, people
Mhm.
don't know that they're consuming natural things, as in
Body
you know
fluids.
all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? We like I said, we don't know what they doing with these fetuses. When you say that, yeah, this shit is big money,
It's
we
big.
really don't know how big the money is because we just know that the insurance companies and different people is paying for these for some of these abortions and shit and they getting government funding,
That's
but we don't
real
know
talk right
the
there.
back end. We don't know the back end. Like I
That's
said, they have
ooh,
contracts.
come on and
They
hit
got
it.
contracts with companies that make food flavors for us, shit that we consume. You know what I'm saying? So
Real talk.
motherfuckers is getting abortions and eating
They're
their
feeding.
own babies.
Interesting. And that's why a
Only
lot of people,
only in America,
a lot of
only in the
women
United States.
in America, boy. A lot of people keep their placentas and things that comes out even when you do give birth. I mean, of course, any live anything is more life can be mutated, can be donated, given. I mean, look at the organ business. Okay, I mean, a fetus is just like the organ business. Look at that shit. You even got motherfuckers disappearing and shit all over the globe, so they say, because of that type of business. Look how much it is for somebody to get a heart transplant. Okay, y'all seen that movie with Denzel Washington? He still looks
John
good as
Q.
an old ass
It-
man. But
It's
yeah,
called
John
John Q.
Q. Exactly. So I mean, look at this. This is all a business, people. Like, I mean, damn, the fucking vaccinations, the
Okay, now look at, but now you see,
abortions, the
but
laws,
that's
like
why,
everything is a business.
but
It's
that's
all
why I
about
say
business.
And that's why I say it's not about race, it's about class. Because for people who got the money to afford all of this shit, it's nothing to them. Motherfuckers who got bread, they not tripping on gas prices and food prices and shit like that. Nigga, they got the money to weather the fucking storm. So even for people who need certain surgeries and certain procedures and medications, people who got the money, they're getting this shit. Look at all these kids with cancer that's having car washes and fundraisers and shit to raise 20,000 for their fucking
No,
cancer treatment.
but
You know what I'm saying? But people with money is nothing to them. So that's what I'm saying. In this society, it's not about the color of your skin. It's about if you got fucking money or not. It's about, you know what I'm
okay.
saying?
So
Are
that's why
you
they're
on this
making it
side
a
or are you
law.
on that side?
That's
Because
why they're making it a law. That's why they're making it a law
no.
because a majority of the white people can't afford to
Okay,
get
but who is they?
abortions. Trust and
Who,
believe.
okay,
And so
who are
they're
they? Who
making
are
it a
they?
law for these motherfuckers with money too.
Okay, but who are they?
Can't
Who are
get it.
when you say they're making it
Whoever
a
the
law? Who?
government is, whoever's enforcing this Roe versus Wade, and whoever's enforcing these laws and stuff that
Hey, but you do
they're
know that
making it
I
illegal.
live in Nevada though. I live in Nevada, and
It's not everywhere.
Nevada Constitution protects women against this shit. So out here, you
Yeah,
can
but you
still get
never know
abortions.
what happens
But
because in the
no,
Constitution
look,
it
listen
says
to what I'm
nothing about
saying.
abortion. So they
Thug,
can
listen,
override that shit easy.
Thug, miss, listen. The United States is 50. countries. Okay, so we know each state as a state, but it's not. Each state is a country, so that's why each state has their own constitutions and their own laws. That's why every state you go to have different fucking laws because each state is literally its own fucking country within this United States. So that's
I
what I'm telling you.
mean,
Like it's separated. Like it's everything don't apply to everybody. It's not a one shoe fits all. It only apply to certain fucking places. There are other states where this shit
did you see
where
where
them
the
people are
states that
protected
it
too.
applies to at though? Did you see where them states were at?
It doesn't matter. What I'm
Man, it
saying is,
matters. But it's
look,
still on a verge of trying to
look,
be everywhere. That's the part.
I'm
Of course, you
telling
know
you
it's gonna be
now.
a slow
Look,
transition.
when you come
You
out here, I will show you. When you come out here this weekend, I will show you how they're promoting women to come to Vegas to get abortions. They're promoting it out here. They're promoting it. They're telling women, "Hey, come to fucking Vegas if you need to get an abortion." They're telling women to come. It's cool here. Okay, so
know?
like I'm telling you, bro. There isn't one government. Is what I'm telling you. There isn't one fucking government. Even with the coronavirus, they left it up to each fucking governor of each state to do whatever. Okay, it was up to
I
each
was more
governor of
so,
each
yeah.
state. It was not no one rule for everybody. It wasn't like that. When I went to Arizona, they didn't have a mass fucking mandate during COVID. It wasn't a mass mandate in Arizona. All right, so and I went to Wyoming and Idaho. All right, so well, I'm just saying, bro, when you go to different states, it's not the same. So that's what I'm saying. When you say they, I'm just saying, like, who is they? So I can, because I
The
haven't heard of that.
lawmakers.
I
Okay.
haven't heard of it. So I just want to do a little.
The lawmakers. Because regardless if it's not legal in Nevada, it's still a matter. It's still happening to other people. It's still there. It's still there. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever. You know what I mean? It's still there.
I'm
Okay.
just
There
saying
are still
if certain
people
states got
who
immunity.
are like rights are being taken, like our rights, like honestly, wow, this is a big wave of taking away our rights. Like, is this trying to be some type of like dictatorship? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it going to be a time when we really like get our rights really stripped away? Like, I'm concerned, you know. I'm concerned. And then we talk about status. I think it's all of everything, even with this whole like food situation that we're about to dive into. It just seemed like one thing after the next after the other. You know, it's just like, man, this is time, honestly, to really, I don't even want to just say pray, but I mean, to really plan, to really have like safety strategies and practices, like what would happen if this was to happen, or what would happen if that was to happen. Like, it's time for people to really come together, especially
I don't want to come together, man.
and with your family and whoever you with. I'm not talking about us as a whole. I'm talking about this time to start suiting and booting,
Oh yeah,
because
but
there's a lot of changes that's
but look,
occurring.
even with family and friends, right? Because see, everybody ain't on the same page. And I'm just saying this because
Unfortunately, they're not.
I, I I say a lot of shit that go against the grain or just different shit. And even some of my friends and family be like, you nigga, you tripping. And it's like I tell people all the time, when shit hit the fan or when shit start going a certain way, don't be hitting me up like, oh, CO, man, what we gonna do? Like, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do because if motherfuckers ain't there with you, like really trying to plan for some shit before something go down, like no.
When they already
First of all,
knowing that something's
but
about
you
to
got to
go.
know who your peoples are. That's the thing. You got to know who your peoples are. You got to know
We
where your
need to take this
resources is and all that
conversation.
type of
Like,
shit. You
people
got to
need to
know who
start
your
talking
peoples are.
about this. People really need to stop being naive and engaging in these worldly like illusions, and really start looking at what's really going on here. I mean, myself included. Like, shit is getting real. And you've had a lot of time to get prepared If we look at the history of America, this is nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. There's always been law changes. There's always been war. There's always been an unfair situation when it comes down to somebody's life mattering, regardless of your race, regardless of your status. This is going to be a reoccurring issue. So it's just time to really think about this and really do your research of what's going on in the world around you, and preparing for these changes, because these changes are happening right before our eyes, every day. Realize that, shit is about to get kind of tough. All right.
I
And
think it's a
unfortunately,
it's, my
mhm,
bad. I think it's a game being played right now because for the people who's really biting into this shit and believing into this shit, like I think it's a game being played because see, the biggest war is the sex war, man versus woman. All
mhm,
right. And
mhm,
only thing this is going to do is it's going to make what see as a man, when we watching all of these women like are actually marching to be able to, this is how I feel, to kill their babies, period. Right? When we see all these women marching, it's like as a man, it's like, God damn, we not gonna want to have like bust no, we not gonna want to get none of like women pregnant. So when a man find a
no,
woman and shit,
men
a
need to
nigga
be
gonna
more
be
careful with
niggas
their
gonna be
penis, because
iffy.
the men
Niggas is
always
gonna,
want to stick their penis in every little hole that
but
is
the hole
blocking
gotta
the
be open
way.
though. I'm just saying you
Man,
can't,
this is about
the hole
men.
gotta be
'Cause I'm really
open.
tired of men getting motherfuckers pregnant that they don't even like that. Okay, I'm so tired of men being hoes out here thinking they can have, oh, this bitch, that bitch, or the other bitch down the street. You know what I'm
But see,
saying?
hold on, but look, hold
Men,
on.
men be
This
so
go, wait,
damn
hold on, real quick.
promiscuous.
Look, hold on.
It
That goes
don't
into
make
what I
no
said
damn
earlier.
sense.
But
Where
look
is
it,
their contraceptives?
it
Why
goes
women
into what
don't
I
have
said earlier.
contraceptives? Why?
See, I don't.
Oh, this is
When I
a
get the whole,
strategy.
when I get the whole pregnant, when I get the whole pregnant and she still want to
Go.
have the baby, I don't have a choice. But when you fuck a hoe and he gets you pregnant, oh, you
You
have
have
a
that
choice not to
choice,
have this
damn
whole
right, because
baby.
you got to
But
be more
see, when I
selective when
fuck
you
a
getting
hoe,
into this
I don't have
world.
a choice on
This is
whether this hoe
good.
can get an abortion or not. So I'm just saying though, like, why are we sleeping with hoes? That's the fucking point. If
That's
you're
the
gonna sleep with a hoe, use a condom. If
question.
you don't trust a fucking condom, don't fucking
That's
do
the
it. Jack
question.
your dick off or something. Okay, so that's the really overall point. Why are we fucking hoes? Look,
There we
you don't
go.
have to get pregnant if you take the
Tell us,
proper fucking
C3o.
precautions.
Yes,
If you take the proper precautions, you won't get pregnant. So we male and
that's
female, we
true. But
fucking
nah,
hoes,
dudes
and
need to
then
take
we
the
get
proper
mad when the hoe
precautions as
get
well.
pregnant, and it or we
Dudes
get
need to take
pregnant
the
by a
proper
hoe. And
precautions
it's
as well.
like, fuck, shit, fuck, what the fuck am I going? Neither one of us want the
Look,
baby. But what I'm saying in that power, the woman have the choice
yeah,
of keeping the baby or getting
yeah,
rid of it. But the man don't have the power. So now the man have a baby by a hoe, and it's like he's stuck with a baby he never wanted because she's a hoe. But the woman can say, no, nigga, you a hoe. I'm not finna have your baby. So
yeah.
what I'm saying is men are not out here fighting for the right to be able to have a say so in abortion right. We're not doing that.
Because men
We're
are
not
really
doing
not.
that.
I mean, we birth y'all niggas. I mean, dudes. I'm men. I'm sorry. We birth
It's
y'all
just
men.
crazy to
So
see
we
how many
know.
women will march to say, hey, we want the right to be able to get rid of this fucking baby.
Yes, because yes, there's so many different circumstances. Like you don't know. Do you know how many women have been molested in their own, I want their own household? Number one, especially in a poverty community, which filled with fucking liquor stores on every corner
Okay,
and
hold on,
drugs
pause real quick.
and
Real quick.
ABCs
So
and
them
IMG.
kids, so a lot of them kids are living amongst us, right? A lot of kids are
A lot
here
of these
from.
motherfuckers is fucked up too. Like
All right, but what I'm
know,
saying is,
I
what is
know.
wrong with these people? Like, what is wrong with them? Are they are fucking
What's
serial
wrong with
killers?
the
Are
babies
they
that
are
grow
fucking
up to
serial
be people
rapists?
that's
Are
fucked
they
up?
are these the people who are fucking pedophiles? What I'm saying is, because look it, I told you personal information about myself, about one of my children. So I have a child from a situation like that. But it's like he's a good fucking child. Like he's he's here, regardless of how he got here. Like He's here, and I can never. Even his mom can never think of him not ever fucking being here.
Okay, but do you ever
So
think
the
about
fact
the
that he's
child who's
here,
not
so
here?
many people love
I want
him
to deal,
and
deep
cherish
with you.
him, and his life means so much to us. Now it means so, but it always meant something to everybody who cared about him, even in the belly. Nobody was telling his mom, get an abortion, get an abortion. Like, she wasn't even telling herself that. So what I'm saying is, like, yes, there are fucked up situations, but there are children and people out here from those situations, and they're successful, happy, enjoying life, living life, have families, and all that type of shit. So once again, we're using the smallest denomination to be the argument for a bunch of females who, just like you said, fucking getting pregnant by hoes or nothing ass nigga. So that's the majority. Women who's cheating with a married man, women who's cheating on their married man. Okay, so
Mhm.
these are the majority of women who's doing this shit. So we're not going to keep bringing up the fucking 3% of women who get raped, because that's not that's fine. Let them do, but that's still only 3 fucking percent. Can we
Okay,
save the rest of the fucking babies? Can we
okay,
save the rest of them?
I get it. Okay, the dopeness is real. And it's
Yeah,
facts, like real talk. Okay,
I'm
but do you think
here.
about the baby who got aborted?
Yeah,
Anybody in the comment? Like
yeah.
I'm being real. Like, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the baby who is here. Okay, but besides the women, I mean, I'm sure you have those moments of, damn, I would have had a 5-year old, or I would have had an 8-year old. I'm sure a lot of women, because it's just like that. It's a spiritual thing. I don't believe that you should be told what to do with your body. And your body, as a woman, we go through the shit to have these babies. We even die on the table sometimes giving birth. I do
And that's
believe that you
beautiful.
should not be
That's
forced
beautiful.
to what?
I said that's beautiful.
What's beautiful?
For a woman to give her life up for her baby,
I mean, I think that's beautiful for a woman to give her life up for
or
her
even
baby.
just to take the chance, because
I
they don't
mean,
tell you she's
damn, though. Like,
they don't,
even
but
if I'm just saying, like, who
they
wants
don't
to
tell the
fucking
mom you're
die
going. They don't tell her that
and
she's
give
going to
birth to
die
a
though.
baby? Like,
They don't
what
tell
about
her
the
she's going
baby?
to. At least
Anyway, it's a possibility, okay?
exactly. And so
Anyway,
to give
what
your
about the
baby
women
a
that your stomach
chance,
is just sliced open? Man, I ain't got time for this shit, man. At the end of the day, I definitely believe that a woman should not be forced to make decisions where, like, or not to make. That's cold game. But
I
do
agree.
do I think that abortions? I mean, I don't like them. I mean, that's my opinion. I have experienced before. When I was younger, and that's more of a reason why I don't I don't condone, I don't like it, because it's just something that you would regret. Like, it is an act that you don't know what the hell you're doing. You really don't know what you're doing. You
Ooh,
just don't want to be burdened with whatever comes along with this baby. That's really the real shit right there.
and can we
All in
real
a
quick?
nutshell.
Can we touch on how majority of women get pregnant right after they
Oh
get an
yes,
abortion, because they feel
absolutely.
that guilt and stuff, and oh my baby, it's such a guilt on
Absolutely.
them that they get pregnant right after. And that I experienced the same
Yes.
thing. We got an
Yes.
abortion, and
I
then
know
right after
people
we like
that
fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
know
fuck that.
real situations.
Let's
Like,
have
damn,
a baby.
I feel bad as fuck. Like, we
Yeah,
gotta understand, like, we're human as fuck. Like,
yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of choices that we make in this life experience that is gonna make us feel some type of way afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, that guy that, leaves his girl for another woman, and then that bitch end up a hoe, slut, loose pussy bitch, and then he should have stayed with the bitch. So we always make choices and feel some type of way about it, or like, damn, I really beat that bitch ass, and she didn't deserve her ass beat like that. Like, it's a lot of times, or I should have never did this, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, that tune is always being heard. Abortion is like, damn, it's life. How amazing. I just feel like it shouldn't be used as a contraceptive. And I know women who do that. I know women who've gotten plenty of abortions using it as some type of like,
Nigga, the day after pill went on. Nigga,
yeah,
that
all
shit went
that
out of
shit.
stock.
Like, I mean, it's
Nigga,
really real. Like, they really just killed it. Like, just, I mean, this is really a life here. You know, when we young and we making these decisions, I get
wait,
it. But
hold on. See, and that's what I'm saying. See, look at though. See, I mean, like, I'm saying like I'm advocating for these babies. Motherfuckers is advocating for these ratchet ass bitches. Even though people are using the rape
well,
and
that
shit like
could
that. But look
be
at even though people are using the rape victims and shit as the argument, it's like once again, we're not even fucking talking about them. If we want to have special laws for them, that's fine. But
okay,
what I'm
yeah. At least
saying is, so that just to take
let that be the
just
situation.
just to take them out the argument.
You
If we
know?
want to have special laws for them, fine, just to get them out the argument. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is though, the bitches who do have hella day after pills, plan B, all that shit. For bitches who we know who stay going to get plan Bs. Like, nigga, that shit is a real fucking thing. And it don't matter what fucking races these motherfucking people are. What I'm saying is, yes, I agree with you. No woman should be able, it's like my third time saying this. No
Yeah.
woman should be able, she should be told what to fucking do with her body. Period. Any parts of her body. Nobody should be able to, nobody should be told what to do with their body. I'm just saying though, my personal opinion on abortions itself is I feel like the shit is wrong because a woman can just decide I don't want to fucking have a baby, right? Regardless of if the dude,
Are you
whatever, you
okay?
made the baby, right? It's like somebody planting a fucking apple tree and mad that apples grew. Like, no, what did you expect? Oranges? Like, no, why are you mad at the fucking tree? I'm just saying, like,
I like this. You know, this is very deep and it's very you know,
yeah, like,
like
people
I
just
mean,
don't
hey,
know that
it is what it is.
we advocating for like even like a lot of prostitutes and just bitches who just promiscuous, period. You know what I'm saying? And
There's a
even a
lot of
lot of young
promiscuous
girls, because
bitches
there's
out
a lot
there.
of underage girls in certain states who can go and get abortions without their parent consent. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like, you know how many parents would not let their teen get an abortion? Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You ain't getting no abortion. We off
Yep,
in a,
real
you know what I'm
fast.
saying? So
And
like
then to believe for the
we're
people that
going
you
against
having sex with. You know,
we're
you
going
gotta really
against our families in a lot of cases. We're going against our religion in a lot of cases. We're going
yeah.
against what we believe in a lot of cases. So I'm just saying, morally, yes, if you get pregnant, minus the women who got raped, if you get pregnant, nigga, take care of your responsibility. Just like you feel like if a man put a seed in you and you have the baby, he needs to fucking take care of responsibility. Same fucking thing. That baby is both of our responsibilities. Now, once again, if I can say, look, I don't want to be a father, and I can go to the abortion clinic and sign some papers, and your ass got to get an abortion, that's fine. But it take two to make a baby. It takes two to make a fucking baby. It takes two. So we can't say it takes two to make a baby, but it's up to one. Like, no, 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 no. It
All right,
takes
you
fucking
know,
two
okay,
to
but
make a
that's
baby.
under
You
that
can't, nuh-uh. You
that it
can't take,
depends. It
if we
depends.
invest in, look, it's an
If
investment.
the
It's
man
an
finds out
investment.
you're pregnant and he really wants it, I think he should have a say so. I think when a man find out you pregnant and he like, man, baby, look, nah, or hoe ass bitch, I don't like you, but do not kill my baby. I think that they should have a say so in that sense. I do.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
Now that's what I'm saying. Like, in that
I
sense,
do. Because it hurts a dude's
but
feelings. They
still,
feel like, damn.
but
Yeah, I
still, even
mean,
in that
what is
sense,
that? The things that
even in
dudes
that
feel.
sense, it's wrong. It's still like it's wrong. What I'm saying is, if two people have a fucking baby, they need to take care of that baby regardless. My whole thing is if the woman argument can be, I don't want to have a baby because ABC, a man should be able to have that same argument. I don't think neither one of them should get rid of the baby, period. You shouldn't have laid down with this girl and had sex with her. Now, yes, I've agreed and had an abortion in the past. Now,
Mhm.
I'm not telling people whether it's wrong or right for you to do or whether
Right,
you
right,
should.
no.
I'm not telling you
Absolutely.
whether you should or whether you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying my opinion on abortion. If whoever I get pregnant, I'm not finna tell her to get an abortion. I don't give a fuck who she is.
But I like what you're saying. We're talking about my body, my rights, and then we got. I mean, the men, yeah, we're what about their body, their rights? I love it. Like you know what I'm saying? Interesting. Because it is coming out of your body. That is your body too, as well.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Why would I
We're
want
on
to?
the well. Like if we was to have a baby, it's both of us. It's not just me. Like, I mean, I know we already made that clear, even though I already stated that the woman is the one going through it. But realistically, it's my. It sounds just like a woman, right?
Yeah, it
But
took
it's like,
both of us.
no, it is the men's body, it's the men body too. So yes, I do believe that that should be kind of implemented somewhere, where the man, like the like the birth certificate, when that's your baby, when you know it, you know what
And
I'm
then too,
saying?
we
You
call
should be able to have a say so if you
women
don't want
call
that baby
deadbeats.
aborted. Real talk.
You know, women call deadbeats they organ donors. I mean, they not they
I,
organ
I
donors, they
was there.
sperm.
I've done that before.
Women
But
call deadbeats they sperm donors, right?
Mhm.
So,
It's not like that no more. But I'm just saying, I was once like
but still though, like when the tables are turned, it's like,
that.
why can't you be my fucking, I don't know, the fucking nurturing bank, the warehouse, the apartment, whatever you want to call it. Why can't my seed stand you for 9 months? Because see, the rest of your life ain't got shit on them 9 months that you were pregnant. Because, especially with Lil Terrell, finna be 16 years old. He hit me up every other
Yeah.
day.
Okay, we need
Yeah.
to leave ages off.
This nigga
What?
shoe size, he wear my shoe size. He calling me every other day for money. He's going through some things with his mom right now where he need me, like to be there more than I have before. And it's like, nigga, as your kids get older and shit, they need you more than they did when they was like
Yeah,
younger. You know what I'm
that's
saying? It's
always,
like,
Mama. I love you, Mama.
yeah, this shit don't stop. This parenting shit don't stop. And it's like, okay, you carried him for 9 months, but it take a it take both of us to raise this child. You know what I'm saying? And influence this child and determine how this child is going to grow up. It's not anybody else's responsibility but ours. If a
I-
single mother raise a child and that child grow up to breaking people's houses and beat them and fucking rob them, when he get caught, they're gonna be like, well, nigga, where the fuck was your father? And the nigga could say, well, I never met my father. My daddy didn't want no kids, and my mama had me anyway. Well, I
Mhm.
mean, goddamn. Well, thank you, mama. You showed gave birth to a motherfucker, and that's why I'm saying, like, that's a fucked up for a child to know that they daddy didn't want them, but they mama. It's like, damn, I got a daddy and he didn't even want me. So it's like, damn, like, mama, if you know my daddy didn't want me, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the,
What?
the, the
And
woman have
you
too
hear?
much power.
You
She
know,
have too much power
she does
in
have
the
a lot of
situation.
power, but it
Too
is
much.
what it is. God says so. God gave us the ability to have a lot of power.
Until the baby come, no. Once the baby come, that shit go
We
out the
still got
window
the
because it's
power.
equal.
Nah, man, we still got to give.
It's
CO.
equal. It's equal. Once the baby come, that shit is
It ain't
equal.
no
Especially,
equal. Are you hearing yourself? Like, boy, bye. You do not have to stick a titty in a baby's mouth
oh,
when you
that's what
are
I wanted to
sleeping
say
in
too.
hell,
I know
when
you
you
ain't
are
talking about.
sleeping.
Wait, hold on, hold
Okay,
on,
feeding
hold
off of
on.
your
Wait,
body,
hold on,
no.
hold
Not
on.
you
Cause
giving them
hold on. Nigga, Similac,
like
they
you know
nigga
what I'm
Similac
saying?
can't stay on the shelves. And I know a lot of bitches who didn't breastfeed they motherfucking babies, but they breastfeed they
Okay,
niggas.
but
They
no,
let
if
they
the baby
niggas,
needs the
they let
mama
these
feed
niggas
milk,
suck on them
you
titties.
know?
But when they had a baby, they feeding their baby Similac. But they letting these grown ass niggas suck on they yeah, yeah.
But when the
So
grown ass
you
dudes was
talking
sucking
about them
the titty,
mothers?
there's like milk coming out of it. That's
Are we
why
talking about them mothers? Are
but
we
when
talking
you
about them
got milk
mothers?
coming out of the motherfuckers, like, but they got milk coming out of them junks.
Fuck you talking about? I was a Similac baby. I was a Similac baby. I ain't suck on my mama titty, nigga. I was a Similac baby. She put me right on that can. So What I'm saying is every
'Cause I
baby
have
don't
my
get
son,
that
they put
nurturing.
his ass right on the titty. Like, I
Every
don't
baby not
even
getting that nurturing and
breathe
stuff
after having them. I'm like,
from their
damn, I
mother.
gotta
Just
breathe
because you a
too.
woman don't mean that you a nurturer or that you can provide affection to a child. Just because you have the ability to give birth don't mean you should be a mother. Look how many bum ass mothers out here. Then it's like, oh my God. Look how many mothers neglect their kids and their kids end up getting hurt and dying and shit over neglect and getting like, come on now. Like
Ooh,
it's a
it's not as
just
deep.
because you can fucking give birth don't mean that you should be a fucking mother. So we once again, we not gonna
Ooh,
advocate for all the fucking mothers. Nah, we
it's
only
true.
advocating for the good mothers. Some of these bitches shouldn't even have babies.
Yeah, I
Real
concur.
shit. Some of these women shouldn't even have
I concur.
children or shouldn't even be responsible for children because once again like you said there's a lot of young girls who have been molested and been through things as a child and they mentally they never really experienced the childhood because they had to grow up sexually and things of that nature. They not ready to have kids at the young ages and shit. They be look, it's girls that still having kids at 13, 14 and all that shit. Like they not mentally ready. So that's what we need to be teaching. We need to be teaching these kids what it take to get pregnant and how to prevent them from getting pregnant instead of saying, hey, if you get pregnant, you can go get an abortion, bitch. Because that's gonna make a motherfucker not take this shit serious if they
Really.
know they got a backup
I
plan.
think
But if
that's the biggest
motherfuckers
problem
know,
with it all, that people do not take sex serious. People take sex like smoking a blunt
I
or like,
do,
huh?
I do. Sex is not
Exactly.
serious.
Exactly.
Sex is
Exactly my
have
point.
you masturbated before? That's
I
sex.
mean, masturbating, okay,
It's
that's a
sex.
whole
You
nother
bust a
topic. You
nut,
know what I'm
you
saying? We
bust a
talk
nut,
about masturbating, but
you accomplish the goal, you bust a nut, that's sex, nigga. Period.
no. What
Period.
I'm saying is when it comes down to
Ain't
sex
nothing
with a
special
man and
about
a
it.
woman, okay? First of all, it's like, people don't take it seriously no more. They just, okay, it's just a, oh, it feels good, or oh, he got some bomb, or she got some bomb, I want to get up in that thing. But nobody is looking at these things, and it's unfortunate. It's like kids. And I do believe that there has to be some type of line drawn here. I do. Even if it's just like, okay, one abortion per life. Because people do start to take advantage of the situation. And that's what I got beef with that situation.
Wait,
That
and what
I don't
about women?
judge no one. I'm just
And what
talking about
about
that
women?
situation.
What about women and young teen girls who get abortions at early ages and it fuck their bodies up and they never able to have
They do
kids
have
again?
kids
We
again.
ain't
I
even
do
spoke
know.
on that.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's what
real
I'm saying.
talk. Yeah,
Abortions
it
fuck you up.
wasn't. I know
It
she
fuck your body up. It fuck your mind up. It fuck your
she
emotions
mentioned the
up. It
surrogate.
does so much to these young girls.
Yeah, what you think about surrogates?
I, hey, I don't I don't think nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't know. I just think this. This is my only thought about it. If
I
the
mean, that's kind
male,
of weird too, though. I mean, you
if
mean
it's
to
yeah,
tell
if
me
it's the
that you
males,
about to have a
like
baby out of another bitch oven? I mean, do you believe that baby? Okay, let's talk about it. So when, like, I think Jay Z. No, maybe. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I know Kim Kardashian,
mhm.
Candy. I know they experienced the whole surrogate experience, and I know in science and everything, it's like, okay, this is y'all baby. I think weirdly, the baby can't help but to have the surrogate's DNA.
Oh, exactly.
I think
Um,
it's truly impossible for that not to happen. It's like some fusion of two baby mamas, like
well,
pretty
it's
much.
like an adoption though. It's like an adoption. It's like adopting a child that's not yours, but you raising it and loving it as your. You know, because these adopted
But
kids,
you're
people don't
using
say,
your man's sperm, like your real husband, and your egg. Don't they put the baby? Don't they put it in the oven like that? I mean, people who know about this stuff put it in the comments. But I'm just saying, isn't that mostly like the situation?
well,
Like they
yeah,
put
well,
the egg
even
in this, and then they put it in a woman.
yeah, well, it go both ways. No, 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 no. Oh, that's some other shit. That's some designer shit. But usually for a woman, like if a man, if my wife can't get pregnant, I would go to a fucking place. They would collect my sperm and they would inject it into her uterus or whatever. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
yeah, that is
So
artificial.
they
No,
would
not artificial
no,
insemination.
no, no.
It
They
is
would just in
insemination. But what the fuck is artificial insemination? Shit. This shit is just too much for me.
But like, okay, let's say I couldn't have kids naturally, and my girl wanted a child, and I was like, okay, well, let's use the surrogates, to get her pregnant. There's no way in a gazillion lifetimes I would ever feel like that's my child. Like,
Right, it's weird.
yeah,
I'm
like, but I'm
like,
saying it would be like a foster child, or like not a foster, but
it's
like adopting a
weird.
child, or having
Mm,
like a child, in a relationship from a previous relationship, and you
mm.
taking that child on as your on and loving them and treating them like yours. But still, at the end of the day, it's like, no, that's not my baby, because genetics. We talking about genetics. Like,
Listen,
there's,
listen. And y'all all
yeah,
have taken biology, so please.
yeah, that baby ain't never gonna have my DNA, or even gonna look like
Yeah, like come
or even
on.
gonna look like none of us. You know what I'm saying? So
But people do be that desperate to have babies. So let's just, shine a light on those people who want babies bad and can't have them. Like, being able to give birth is damn, that's beyond this life. Like a dope, shit ability. You feel me? And only the woman have that ability. And I just, hope that when it do come down to your partner and how you have sex out here, and please be mindful. Like, this is not a game. Like, I know we grew up and dates and sex and this and that is no, it's a lot that goes on with sex. It's a lot. You get a spiritual connection. You start to wonder why you acting and talking like the motherfucker. Then you got couples where y'all start looking alike and shit. Like, it's deeper than just sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a real act of
you better hope.
spiritual connection, like a spiritual connection with somebody. You
I
know,
don't look. I don't see. This is where shit get deep, and this is what I tell. Like, I don't knock on no spiritual people, but this is. I always ask spiritual people who meditate and eat a certain way and do this and do that. Always ask them, what fucking special power did you adopt since doing that? Like, what the fuck can you do? Like, I don't want to hear about you astral projecting and shit, because that's not something that I can experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of these things, you have to do all of these things just to get to a level where a nigga like me who don't do none of that, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. I could have told you how to fucking tap into that, or how to, and I don't do none of that shit. I don't tap into that. But it's like the shit is too deep for me. Life is this simple. Since we talking about
so
children, since we
I
talking
mean,
about
that's
children,
the same thing as okay. I mean, okay. Well,
life is this simple.
yeah. I'm like, what is
We're
one of the
talking about how easy it is for a woman to get pregnant, and how often it happens. Life is that simple. You plant a seed into a ground, and a tree will grow. Life is not that damn deep, bro. And look, check this out real quick. If you notice, people who live like in tribes and shit like that, they not as deep as us. They don't have a complex brain like us, where they're thinking about all of these. Nigga, they go and do they everyday shit, and they cool. They don't have the diseases we have. They live longer than us. They happier than us. Like, so we sitting here with this deep ass thought, like, these tribal motherfuckers is not sitting here talking about,
every
oh,
time we talk, CO,
they
you want
not
to go
into
back to these
astrology and shit.
people. Look, okay, those people is in their own world. Okay,
Yeah,
they ain't even looking at you speak up on highly of them as such, because you do. And it's cool. But we're talking about us. We're talking about the people that is clearly here. And when it comes down to spirituality, it's something like those people that you're talking about. It's basically trusting in God in the universe, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just like what is just clearly there that is God created, like the fruit in your womb, in your body, and things of that,
yeah,
like
but
things
then
like
too,
that,
but you gotta understand that people are out here really believing and telling people, if you do this, nigga, we can fly. And nigga, if you do this, you can move things with your mind. That's what I'm saying. Like, these
That's
spiritual
important.
people are like, it's not
I don't
just
know
like,
what kind
oh,
of
I'm
spiritual
spiritual,
people
I'm into
those
this. Like,
are.
no, they're out here telling people, tap into your kundalini energy, nigga, and you can have special Superman powers.
Okay, you gotta be
That's what I'm
careful who you
talking
listen
about.
to and
That's
who
what I'm
you
saying. It's
talking
just,
to.
and that's
That
why I be
is
saying,
funny.
Like that's why I be asking people, have you tapped into your kundalini? Yeah, okay. So can you please show me? Can you levitate or something? Oh, you can't. You can only do it when nobody's looking. I'm not interested.
Deep, deep.
I'm not
I mean, but
interested.
it's
You know what I'm
still
saying?
factual that it's a spiritual connection when you having sex with somebody. You know, we talked multiple times about the spirit cupid. You know that that's that your child picked you as their parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know. So all of that in a nutshell. You feel me? Life is important. We don't know, you know, but we are fucking up. Like, we should not be able to do that, though. We shouldn't. And I believe in that. But don't tell me what I can and can't do with my body. Like, let me feel this. Let me want to make these decisions on my own, especially when you have the tools and everything, you know, because I hear this argument that God created people and people do these things. So to that person, everything is of God. Okay.
Well,
And I mean,
technically,
if you
God only created.
I mean, like tattoo artists or abortion people who give abortions, or you know what I'm saying, surgical people that change your stomach into an ass, like shit like that. Like, you know what I'm
Or
saying?
even these goddamn men, these doctors who perform goddamn circumcisions on these little boys, mutilating these little
Oh
boys. And these
wow.
doctors every day
You
cutting these
better, you
goddamn
have a boy,
foreskins off of these little
you
boys.
better be getting your boys circumcised.
You said what?
You better be getting your boys circumcised.
Oh, I pass.
Why would you do that? Look,
It,
this is a whole nother show.
no,
First
no,
of
it
all,
taps in. It taps in
whoa, whoa,
because
whoa,
see,
whoa, whoa,
a lot of people
whoa.
make
My
the
son is
decision.
circumcised.
Oh no, but look, a lot of people make the decision to have a child and then they turn around and mutilate them. Now, do you know in some countries they practice female circumcision where they cut off your clitoris?
Let me
In
fix
certain
my
cultures, you can look it up. You can look
face.
it up. In some cultures around the world, they circumcise females. And that's why I'm saying the thought of your clitoris being cut off is like, wait, what? That's what it feels like. What? And so that's why I'm saying it's not
I
okay
mean,
to
I'm not in
mutilate.
my right situation. I mean,
I
shit.
wouldn't anything that got to do with a baby's private part. Let that boy grow up to be a man and decide that he want another man to cut the skin
Man,
off of his
look,
dick.
hold the hell up right now. I got to stop you right there. I'm so sorry. Just like the cutting of the umbilical cord, okay? I will
Mhm.
not and I cannot allow my son, my child, to have something of like extra skin that is it causes so many different things with the penis. Now,
But you believe in God though, right? So you know, look, when a parent take they sons to the doctor to get that cut off, that's saying God made a mistake. That's saying that the creator created you with something extra that you don't belong, that doesn't belong on you. That's what that is saying. See, once again, I don't believe in that type of creator. My creator is perfect, period. And I was created perfect. So for me to look down at my penis and see that it has not been
God
mutilated
created
and hate
everybody,
it,
and He
that's
created
called
Dr.
self-hatred.
Circumcision. Look,
Okay,
it's not
a natural
self-hatred.
born child
You
should
want
not
that
have
man to grow
anybody.
up all the time being his penis like, come on, girls, help me. Y'all know how it is.
You know them Hebrews was. You know them
Y'all know how
Hebrews.
it is.
Did you know the
It be all
Hebrews was
kind of like
circumcised?
build up under that skin. First of all, I mean, it's a lot of situations. Okay, there's infections, the easily infection. You know, we
So
try to
men
save our
without
hair.
circumcisions do not have
I
infections.
do the uncertain, and then when you pull the skin back, like that is a whole nother story. So
I
let's
want
move.
to. All right, look, as a man with the penis and with two,
Let's move
a-
on.
as a man with the
And it's
penis and with two
wet.
boys
Did
that
you
are
know
not
that it's wet? So
circumcised.
you feel the skin that be like this on top of the, you know, and then when you pull it back, it be all like sweaty. It's smelling like a smell that you have never. I mean, I think and then it could be clean as all clean can be. You could soak it and everything. It's just so many things that come along with it. It's a very interesting organ. I don't
So
knock
vagina
the
don't.
uncircumcised.
So vagina don't have a natural odor like clean
You
vagina
know, I'm
doesn't
gonna be
have.
real.
No, look.
Yes, yes,
No,
but not.
okay,
It's
okay,
different
okay. And we're
odors
not talking
though.
about
It's
Dove
different
products or
odors.
smell good products. We're
'Cause
just
I
talking
never
about
smelled a
regular
circumcised
clean,
penis that
regular
smell like
clean.
that.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm saying is this, period.
I mean, I've
Period.
smelled some stank ass balls. And
Exactly. Now
motherfuckers
look
need
it.
to get their ass in the shower before you fucking with me. But at the end
People
of the motherfucking day,
Google,
okay,
people
you can't have
look
a
up,
stank ass balls and a stank ass head. Come on now.
people look up nastiest
Come on.
penises, and you're going to see a whole bunch of circumcised penises with in-
That's called haters.
with. Hey,
Man,
look, check
put
this
it in
out.
the comments. Circumcised, uncircumcised. Look, okay. I know in the Hispanic world, okay, circumcised penises is like, what the fuck is the conversation? Like, Hispanic bitches don't even really understand why we even have these type of discussions when it comes down to circumcisions and uncircumcisions.
So are you
For
telling me that
real,
my
I think
kids are
it's
going
more
to have
so like a
problems?
cultural thing.
So are you telling me that my kids are going to have problems because they are not circumcised? Are you telling me that
I'm
people
not
who are
saying
not
they're going to have
circumcised,
problems, but what I'm
what
saying is
what
they're going
happens to people that
to
not? So are
face
people who are not
some
circumcised?
real shit.
Wait, hold on. People who are not circumcised, do they not get married? Do they not get um their organs sucked? Do they not experience a normal life like other? That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
That
they do because there's a lot of women. It's a lot of women out here, C3o. I'm telling you, that is
you
very
only need
willing and
one.
ready to fuck or whatever because they're
You only
desperate.
need one. You
No,
only need
no, no.
one.
I'm not saying only desperate women fuck with. Don't twist up my words. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
So
Okay.
uncircumcised penis is trash, is what you're saying. Like it's nothing good to it. It's just it's a smelly, funky thing that hold that um can hold diseases and things. Like, so are you saying that?
No, it's
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like,
usually
what are
you're
you saying?
usually more able to it holds a lot. Lint. It holds, women that they have had unprotected sex with before because sometimes when they, cleaning down there, they miss little spots in the crevices and in between. Look, I ain't gotta go into detail about it, but you
But
know,
if a
it would
male
be
keep his
nice.
penis clean, he'll
I
be
just
okay,
think
just
that
like any other man.
circumcised is just
Whether you
way more.
circumcised or you not circumcised, if you
If
keep
y'all
your
got a
penis
problem with that,
clean,
then we can
you
handle it.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comments. Send
It's a
me.
preference. It's the preference thing because there's a like the last comment. There's a lot of women out here who don't care if you're circumcised or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
So
accept it, like she said. I mean, that's
yeah,
called
that's why I
like.
said you only need one woman to love you. You know, it don't matter if it's a billion females out here that so what? I only need to find one.
I mean, come
I
on,
don't care.
who's the ugliest nigga? I mean,
You
dude,
know?
I hate saying nigga. You guys help me. I'm trying to change. I can't change overnight. I've been using nigga for a long time, and I'm trying to change, y'all. So just
I'm not gonna change. So look, if I'm not gonna change.
look, it's a lot of dudes out here. Okay,
We can
and
have a conversation though. Anybody got a problem with me saying nigga? Look, we can have a conversation and you can tell me why I shouldn't say nigga. And if you can convince me, I'll stop saying
I love
nigga.
the my body, my rights situation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it gets deep. My body, my rights can go so many mother sucking ways. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I'm gonna have to, get to the going. You feel me? Because your girl got things to do. So with that being said, I mean, my whole round of this situation conversation is first of all, I love you uncircumcised dudes. So don't be looking at me like that. I love y'all. Okay. It's just, I would prefer, but I don't want to be like, is that why I'm probably single, y'all? Because I don't know. We're not even gonna go into that. But I love you uncircumcised dudes. I mean, it's just a conversation. Y'all know y'all be having them. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the things that y'all go through. So don't be acting like this the first time you heard something. You feel me? And I go for all races, colors, shades. I love circumcised penises. It's just my preferences. It's just like a ass and no ass. I mean, I be feeling like my ass ain't as the biggest ass. I mean, but I still want a motherfucker to love me like a nigga with a little dick. They still. I mean, but anyway, we're gonna move on. So the topic of the night is my body, my rights. I think we really dove into the juice the best way, just a hilarious night with such a serious, touchy topic, though. You feel me? I do not. agree with anybody telling anybody what to do with their body. I feel like a lot of our rights are being stripped away, being played with words with the Constitution. The Constitution say privacy. It doesn't say nothing about abortions and whatnot. Understand that there is a decrease in the Caucasian race, and there is an issue with that when it comes down to America. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what we gonna do to stop this from happening? We're gonna stop same sex this. We're gonna stop biracial relationships. We're gonna stop people from having abortions. Deep. Come on, y'all. Deep. I'm so tired of our rights and who we are and who we want to be being all this conversation of what you can and can't do. Like what? So yeah, that's just how I feel about that. And moving forward, I don't believe that abortion or even the day after pill, anything of that nature, and no offense to nobody. I mean, no offense. But I don't think that's the cool. That's cool, ladies. I don't think it's cool to use it as a contraceptive. I don't. I don't. Okay, sorry. The 7 abortions, 10 abortion ladies who could go in there with a magazine, like it's nothing. Like, come on, really dive into yourself and see that that is something that you should be going to counseling about or therapy if you even give a fuck. Because a lot of y'all don't. Y'all will kill your babies over and over again. No offense, but it is what it is. It's the truth. Shoe fit, wear it. I ain't saying no names, but whatever. So, I mean, let's just have more accountability in the things we do. And the sex is extremely one of them. Okay, that's actually number one. Okay, because that's the most pettiest situation. Sex could be so petty sometimes, and on so many levels. He didn't call the next day, or now you pregnant, he don't want it. Now he fucking you and her. It's just a lot of game play with sex. So make better decisions. Make better decisions with who you stick your penis in. And ladies, please, you have a big responsibility in this situation to be careful who you are allowing inside of your body. Okay, so that is my roundup of the situation. Please do your research on everything that we discussed tonight. Understand that the Caucasian women is the most women and that's doing the shit. And I said it and I meant it and I'm here to represent it. You know what I'm saying? So we always want to blame the black woman for stuff. I'm blaming the white woman. I'm always blaming them. I'm going to start being that girl. You know what I'm saying? But that's not good. I'm going to blame whatever race woman it pertains to because I'm tired of it. I mean, dang, it's like I'm backed up in the corner as a black woman. Like, I'm so tired of hearing black women this, black women, black women. First of all, I am me, and me is I, okay? So just because I look this way, you can't tell me that I'm just like her and her and her and her just because we've got this skin complexion. Get the hell out of here. So, yes, I'm going there. But do your research. Remember, this is our opinions. You know what I mean? You can agree, disagree, comment, but keep it cute. You feel me? All right now.
Okay. Um, me
Mhm.
personally, me personally, as a person, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody feel. Motherfuckers say whatever the fuck they want to say. Um, when it comes to the topic, like I said, I wouldn't vote for it. I wouldn't vote against it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want. I just
We
that's just
wouldn't.
how I feel as a human being that
Mhm.
have had one abortion, and I've had females tell me that they have had abortions behind my back. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always like, oh, woof, I dodged one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, what you mean you had an abortion? Like type shit. But um, it is what it is. Laws and all of these different things, they shouldn't affect you if you don't want them to affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like you are your own person. You have a fucking family. You have a structure. You have your people, right? That's going to motherfucking hold you down. Like people only get controlled that want to be controlled. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it doesn't matter what laws they have and all that type of shit. Like they had abortion laws before in like the 1800s or something when they was doing what they call back alley abortions, where women was going getting abortions with coat hangers and shit.
Yeah,
And a
girl,
lot of women was losing their lives and shit. So
girls.
like this shit is going to go away. This is my personal thoughts. Like this shit is going to go away. Um, it's just a thing right now. It's a distraction right now
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
that's separating man. from women because as a man, we're not happy to look and see all of the women who are
Mhm.
saying we want the right to abort our babies. As like the men is looking at this shit like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And just like as a people who is trying to better themselves and find mates and shit like that, we complain about black people not wanting to be with black people and shit. And it's like, god damn, when you looking at all the black females and shit that is ratchet and shit, and it's just like,
It's
whoa.
true. It's true, especially on East LA. Damn it, I keep saying shit. That's not what I mean. Like I got love for everybody.
Man,
Okay,
look, it don't
but just
matter.
the
Look,
ratchet
truth is
couple.
truth.
All I mean, okay.
You know, truth is
Let's go
truth.
there.
It
Let's
doesn't.
go there because it is a difference. I know it. I live in LA. It
Yeah,
is. Go to Watts, go to Compton, and then go to Melrose or go to fucking Crenshaw, nigga. Even like understand that it is a difference. Like for real.
yeah.
When I looked at them, I kind of figured like, okay, maybe this is happening because like you know something in the fucking vaccinations or some shit that you guys look, I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. Okay, let's
Nigga,
move forward.
it's in
But
the
the ratchet women, look, and then these bitches don't even know. And I'm not just I'm talking about whoever's ratchet. Don't even know they ratchet. They think it's cute, CO. Man, that's a whole we keep going into these whole
that's
other
not the vac. Look, that's not the vaccine though.
I'm
Look,
talking
all the
about
way
as
back.
babies.
Look,
Like, why
from
do people
cash.
think this
Look,
is
from
okay to
juvenile.
behave this way or to look?
From
It's really like, come on now, the looks.
no, Doug. It's the
Please,
same culture
look,
that we
it's
idolize. Once again, it's the same culture we idolize because all the way from Uncle Luke to juvenile, back that ass up to the yin yang twins to today they have been glorifying women in the least amount of clothes, shaking their ass in front of a camera. You know what I'm saying? And then it's crazy because when they start saying it's degrading and da 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 da, so niggas took the black women out, and then the black females got mad and say, "Why ain't no black females in y'all videos?" It's like, hold on. First, y'all was arguing that it's degrading for us to be exploiting y'all like that, but now the black females arguing that we not in the videos no more. It's like, do you want to be exploited or not? You know what I'm saying? And shit. But it's the hip hop culture. The hip hop culture has been brainwashing, influencing people to goddamn go in whichever direction they want them to go. So all of this ratchet shit, thank all of these ratchet bitches. And you can even see the
and it's
evolution of the
everywhere,
music.
y'all. It's everywhere, like
You can
all over.
see the
The
evolution of the
ratchetness
music.
is real. The ratchetness is real.
You can see the evolution. But look,
And
when
tell
Trina,
your sister, stop letting your homegirls go out like that, man. Like, I'm so tired of these fake ass friends. What's up with fake ass friends? That's the next topic. Why people always think I'm starting to see shit different now. Back I'm an 80s baby. And I'm tired of these fake ass friends. Okay. So I want to talk about that shit next time too. And one more thing on the topic that keeps, I think God is putting it in my spirit to say, because I prayed a lot. I had to anoint this live tonight. Okay. Holy oil and all over the keyboard. But we are the women, human women, are the only women who get abortions or mammals, so should I say, who even get abortions. Like no cat, no dog, no whale, no um nothing else that give human life gets abortions. Now, if I'm wrong, put it in the comments. If it's a farmer out there that's aborting cow babies, then you tell me something. But for what I do know, um, we are the only species that do it. Like, think about it. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we were like every other living creature who gives birth, even through eggs. Okay, I'm talking about the reptilians and all the shit. Birth period. We are the only ones that's able to get abortions. Why is that? Like, come on, let's really dive into the juice. Like, imagine how much responsibility will be here. if we could not do that shit at all. People want to talk about good and evil, God and the devil, and engage in these things, and it's interesting to me. So a lot of self reflect, a lot of self reflect. I love everybody. Everybody's dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You do you, I do me. That's what I do. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely a dope night. I enjoyed Happy Thursday to everyone. You know what I mean? And keep doing you, but this is some food for thought. And really do the researches on what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? And really observe and look at the shit around you when you are traveling. Yeah. But I'm like you, CO. I would definitely, would I vote? What would my vote be? Shit. That's deep as fuck. I don't think I would. I think I would have to sit this one out as well, only because I voted for Biden, and we all see what happened with that decision. Shit. Um.
Hey, look,
I
I
respect
voted
my
for Arnold
decision
Schwarzenegger when I was 18.
lately.
I voted for Arnold Schwarzenegger for governor of California. Just like I was 18, my grandma took me. I see Arnold Schwarzenegger. This nigga literally the only name that I knew. I'm
Mhm.
like, there's no way this nigga's going to win.
Dolly, what's that?
And he won. Never voted again in my life.
Oh yeah. Well, say that again because I got distracted.
No, I said
Well,
when
these
I was
fireworks,
18,
there's too many things that go pop around this time now.
when I was 18, my
Hmm.
grandma made me go vote. She like, no, you gotta come vote. So when I went in there, Arnold Schwarzenegger name was the only name I recognized, right? I
Yeah.
voted for Arnold. Everybody else, I'm just picking whatever. This nigga Arnold Schwarzenegger won. I said, nigga, I'm never voting again in my life. Ain't voted
That
since,
part.
nigga.
That part.
It's literally been 21 years. I do not vote, nigga, because I'm like,
Yeah.
how did they let this nigga win? Like he can't even speak English.
It's deep. They just, it's like kids. You know how the little kid, you play on your PlayStation, and then you got the little kid that want to play
Oh
too.
my God.
You
Oh
give
my
them the
God.
controller, but it's really not hooked up. They really think they're doing some shit. That's what voting is to me. It's like, here, little
Hey,
child, here is your controller that's not really plugged up, just so you can
hey,
think you matter and that you're doing something. But at the
hey,
end of
look.
the day,
Oh,
we
wait.
know what we doing. So say no more.
Hey, look, these are look, a lot of adults who believe in shit. It's like you're the child who is online. Let's say you're on TikTok or whatever, and you actually believe in, like, you know how you be sending little shorts where people show a TikTok video and they be like, "Is that true?" And then they'll fucking try to duplicate it to see if it's real or not. Like a lot of us are like kids who we're watching shit in our face that we obviously should know is not real, but we're sitting here telling our parents like, "Mom, do you know if you do this and do that, then this?" And it's like your mom is sitting there like, "Oh my God, where the fuck did you get that from?" And they
Hmm.
like the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people got to tell a kid everything you see on the internet is not true, but it's hard teaching adults that. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
everything
fucking
everything that we see is not
come
it's
on
not
with the
true,
juice.
you know. But
Absolutely.
that just gave me that thought, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that's a hell. That's dope. That's a hell of a thought. You know what I'm saying?
the naive child.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. We remain children until we die. It just is what it is. We just big now and fucking and cooking
And they
and
say twice a baby, once an adult. No, nigga, it's twice a baby, once a child.
that part right there. I definitely concur. For
Yeah.
real though, I concur. But yeah, it's been a dope night, CO, man. I miss this. It's been a while. Your girl been like doing all kind of crazy, beautiful though things. A lot of growth, expansion. But tonight was, I mean, I love it, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely need to keep the consistency up. Thank you everybody who, joined, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know definitely awesome. Y'all hear that shit? I don't like it. Isn't 4th of July over? But anyway,
I know somebody getting lit the fuck up outside your house.
man, as soon as I heard this part, I'm like, all right.
But yeah, man, I want to say thank you to the chat, everybody who showed up, everybody who commented,
You
everybody in the
know
future
what?
who will watch this. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tapping in and checking us out. And stay tuned, motherfucker.
Yes, definitely stay tuned. Check out the cup. You know what I'm saying? If you want to order your cup, you got to let CO know what it do, what it be like. Leave it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you can order your own cup. But damn, it's
Well, damn.
another closer and closer. I'm like, they trying to get me, y'all know.
Hey, and look, man, I'm moving next Friday, so I got an area for my whole setup. I'm had a green screen popping, just different shit. So, um, I don't know how we gonna do it on here though, but I'm gonna have my whole. That's why like I got this background cause shit packed up and stacked up. But yeah, yeah. After next week, we gonna be on. Hey, hey, hey,
Right.
a, hey, a.
Good night. That's what's up, Asa. Thank you for joining the conversation, like on some real talk. You feel me? Like more to
Yep, yep.
come. More to come. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Good night. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy. And do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Roll this motherfucker till the wheels fall off, but be responsible and do your thing. You feel me?
And
So
teach these little kids, teach these young teens and stuff that if they don't want to have a baby, don't do what it takes to have a baby. Start teaching these kids that so they can grow up. Like back in the day, it was okay to have the idea of not having sex to marriage. But it's like people don't really teach that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think people kind of like need to,
go
you
back to
know,
that.
yeah, just let your kids know. Teach, start from a young age
Let's
and let
make
them know.
morals and boundaries great again.
Yeah. If you get pregnant, you got to deal with the baby. That's part of our family rule,
I want to
nigga.
talk about these fake ass friends, CO, on the next one.
All right, for sure. I'm with that.
For
But
shizzle, shizzle.
deuces, I
All right,
holla,
you know,
peace.
have a good night. You know what I'm saying?